Well, Canes fans, I'm guessing by now you know the drill. I'm standing up for this video. The lights behind me have all been changed to green, and that means one thing. Another Miami Hurricanes football player has hit the transfer portal. What's going on, Canes fans? I promised you guys that I was going to keep you up to date with all of the drama, all of the transfer portal news, any potential coaching changes, and I am a man of my word, and I am here to deliver. I need to ask one favor from you, however, before we dive into this. Double check and make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Number one, that helps to continue to grow the college football family. And number two, that ensures that you stay up to date this offseason with Miami Hurricanes football. Now, let's be just straightforward and let's jump right into this. Thad Franklin announced that he is hitting the transfer portal, running back for the Miami Hurricanes. And if you are a subscriber to this channel and a regular viewer, this comes as no surprise. Running back Thad Franklin actually walked out of practice earlier this week when Don Chaney Jr. came back from injury and was getting reps ahead of him. Now, what you guys can do down in the comment section, we're about to take a look at his official message. You guys can, send your well wishes, or you can send your sayonaras. I let everyone know that I don't call out specific players. Everything I do is out of love. It's constructive criticism. But I don't police the comment section, man. You guys are more than welcome to voice your opinion. And we fully understand as Canes fans that there is a purge, a mass exodus that is going to happen. We are aware of this. We're okay with it. And we understand that it needs to happen. Honestly, really it does. There are more pros than cons to this, in my opinion, for both the team and for the players. But anyways, before we'll talk about it a little more in depth here in just a moment, let's take a look at Thad's official message that he put out here. Growing up in South Florida, I have been a diehard Canes fan for my whole life. We'll talk about it in just a second. That one actually hits kind of hard, man. I grew up dreaming to hit the field in orange and green. I was honored to have the opportunity to be a Miami Hurricane and represent them on the gridiron. I am thankful for the opportunity and will always cherish my time at the U. However, my time at the University of Miami has come to an end. I will be entering the transfer portal in an effort to continue pursuing my dreams. I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, and everyone associated with the program for allowing me to grow and make friendships, relationships, and memories there. You will truly be missed. I want to thank the Hurricanes fans for embracing me and all of the love you have shown me in my time there. I will always be a Cane at heart. Now that opening sentence there really actually does kind of hit hard. I mean, Thad was a Florida guy. He was a 4-star out of Hollywood, Florida. And he grew up a diehard Canes fan. So let's just be honest here. That was not an easy decision to make for him. I mean, when you get not every guy gets an opportunity to play at their dream school. I think that sometimes as fans, we forget that. A lot of these guys that are playing for Miami did not grow up as Miami fans. Some of them grew up being USC fans, Alabama fans, Tennessee, Georgia, Oregon, etc. Not every player gets to go to their dream school. That's actually quite a rare opportunity. So that it wasn't an easy decision to make for him. Now, obviously, as Canes fans and other players and coaches, no one appreciates someone walking out of practice, right? We feel like that we don't need those types of players that are going to pout, that are going to hang their heads, that don't want to put the work in. But I do understand that if you're not a fit for the scheme, if you're not getting a lot of play time, I would not blame you for wanting to go elsewhere, for doing what is best for you. When we look back at Thad and his time here at Miami, he's been here for 2 seasons. So 2021, 2022. We always felt like he was really never properly utilized with the coaching staff, right? A little more of a big body back, but still athletic and shifty. And we were like, man, throw Thad in. 3rd and 1, 4th and inches, on the goal line. Throw in Thad Franklin, give it to the big guy, feed him the rock, and let him punch it in. And we never really saw the coaching staff do that. Now, is that because, they saw something in practice, that us as fans, we never really got to see, that they're the ones evaluating these guys. So, maybe he never really earned it. During his career here at Miami, the 2 seasons, he had 73 carries for 381 yards and 7 touchdowns. But again, in 2022, we saw Thad kind of pop off in spring practice. But of course, we brought in the transfer portal running back from Ole Miss, Henry Parrish. And Parrish kind of took over, became RB1. Then we saw Knighton come in. He kind of started fumbling, but then we saw other guys step up. We saw some walk-ons getting snaps over Thad. So, like I said, I don't blame him. The dude had offers from Bama, Oregon, Auburn, Ohio State, and more. So I really do think that there will be someone who picks him up, and I wish him the best. I wish him well. I actually truly mean that when I say that for each of these players, unless we're playing whatever team you transfer to. Then it's on. Then, hey, no holding back. Don't feel sorry for you, whatever. But I do wish them well because at the end of the day, they have to do what's best for them. Thad transferred due to lack of playing time, period. And he probably feels like that he can go start somewhere else, somewhere maybe where a running back room isn't quite as stacked. I mean, think next year, guys. We have, if Trevonte Citizen is healthy, if Don Chaney Jr. is healthy, we're looking at potentially some other guys that we might bring in from either recruiting or the transfer portal. I mean, it would be very tough for Thad to break that starting rotation here at Miami next year. So it just makes sense, man. But like I said, this is literally another transfer portal video for one player. At times, it's going to be for one player. Like I said, at times it might be for 4 or 5 of them. I've also been told and heard that wide receiver Keyshawn Smith is not traveling to the Clemson game. You guys know that I'm a fan of K5. We had his mother Gloria on the show. But same thing. He needs to do what is best for him in his future. We're seeing a culture change happen here at Miami, a shift. There again are guys that have realized I'm not going to fit this offensive scheme. I'm not going to fit this defensive scheme. I want out of here and I want to go somewhere else. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Some fans are going to handle it different than others. Again, some are going to say, I hope the door hits you on your way out. Some are going to say, go be great. And I hope that you get playing time somewhere else. It just is what it is. But Thad Franklin announcing he's hitting the transfer portal. And many, many more are coming very soon. Let me know down in the comment section below if you want to wish him well, if you want to reminisce and talk about Thad. Maybe you want to discuss how they didn't really use him how they should have. Maybe you want to talk about how he just never would have made it here at Miami. I don't know. Let's have some conversations about it. Otherwise, just prepare yourselves, y'all. If I'm standing up and it's the green lights behind me, there's a good chance that another player transferred out. And I can go ahead and tell you there's going to be a lot of these videos posted over the next few weeks, especially after that Pitt game. If we don't go to a bowl game, that might be all my content is for a hot minute. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.